courtesy of Jay Swavey.
From fans for the fans.
The best place for league updates.
The hottest takes on the internet. Welcome to Cal's Call.
Hello and welcome back to Cal's Call for episode 4. I'm Joseph Callamore.
I'm Mickey Flynn.
And I'm Andrew Hicks. I'm a new guy on the show.
Yeah, so welcome Andrew. We haven't had Andrew for the first 3 episodes. He's been really busy. He's a really busy guy.
Really busy.
But this guy's a new host, so Andrew's going to be taking over. He's going to be introducing all the topics, being the main guy in charge, and me and Mickey are really just here for commentary.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's kick this off with talking a little bit about the NBA. What are some best teams in the Western Conference, in your opinion, Joe?
Best teams in the Western Conference? Well, I think obviously you got to start off with Golden State. That's just a necessity. But other than that, you're going to be looking at guys like the Los Angeles Lakers, now LeBron James. Other than them, you're going to look at the Houston Rockets. Now, Mickey and I talked about this in the earlier podcast. The Houston Rockets aren't as good as they were in previous seasons, especially last season. Their defensive identity is just totally different, especially now that they brought on Carmelo Anthony. Mm-hmm. But this is still a very offensively powered team. It's going to be a very good team in the Western Conference. I see them beating a lot of teams and having a good regular season record. But I really don't think they're going to get it done in the postseason where it really matters with that lack of defense. Mickey, how about you? I'm missing a couple, but
Just play.
Just top teams, just playoff teams.
Jazz can be sneaky good this year.
That's a team I definitely forgot about. Donovan Mitchell's going to have a great sophomore season. I think he
right.
is about as good as any rookie you could ever find.
You think he works well with Grayson Allen?
I think Grayson Allen's going to come off the bench and I think Grayson Allen's going to be a better NBA player than he was college player, and that's saying a lot. Not like he'll be an all-star in the NBA, but towards the end of his college career, he really wasn't that much. He was just a volume scorer with no efficiency. I think his hustle and his athleticism is really going to help him translate well to the NBA. And I think with that, he's going to be a very good bench player for most of his career. I think he'll stay in the NBA for at least 10 years. That'd be my prediction.
Yeah, and I think Donovan Mitchell helps with the attitude problems too with Grayson Allen.
Yeah, it's going to be good competition for him now. He hasn't had that big of a competition in the shooting guard position since being at Duke. Now he has that with returning second up for Rookie of the Year, Donovan Mitchell. What about you, Mickey? What's some other teams?
Thunder. They got Schroeder coming off the bench. Schroeder's pretty good.
I mean, yeah, it's a good team. I don't know if I like it too much. They're lacking some shooting. They have Andre Robertson at 2 still. He's a great defensive cornerstone like we've talked about before. But I just don't see this team really doing much. I see them as more of like pretenders than actual contenders. But what do you guys think about the Thunder?
I already said my opinion. I think they're going to be good.
I mean, who do you really think? I don't think Russell Westbrook is efficient enough to be the number one go-to scoring option on a championship-winning team. I mean, yes, is he great? Is he one of the best players to ever touch a basketball? I do believe he is, but I think he also has one of the worst attitudes out of any player to touch a basketball.
Agreed.
And I think that's why he can't lead a team single-handedly to a championship. And I think Paul George, especially now at this part of his career, I hate to say it, but he has not been the same player since the leg injury back when he was playing for USA Basketball. I don't see it. I used to see him as the next up-and-coming, taking the throne for LeBron right up there with KD. I think Giannis has taken over that role, and Paul George kind of fell to the wayside. And he's still a good player. He's not a top 10 player in the NBA.
He was balling out one-on-one in camp.
You saw those videos?
Yeah,
he's beating it. I think he's a great practice player, and he shows off very well, and he has some very flashy moments to him.
Right.
But I think he's lacking that consistency, especially just all around. Throughout the playoffs, anything that true superstars lack. Like, he is not in the same category as a Kawhi Leonard, as a Giannis Antetokounmpo. I think Giannis is going to be one of the best top 5 players in the league this season. As a LeBron, as a KD, he lacks that. So I think he's just a tier below. And I don't think anybody with that you would need at least 2 true superstars to beat the Thunder, to beat the Warriors, and the Thunder don't have that. They have Russell Westbrook, who's a superstar, and then Paul George, who in my eyes is a star, but not a superstar. So that's why I don't think the Thunder are going to be that big of contenders. I'm trying to think of other. How about the Nuggets, guys? You like the Nuggets this year?
I mean, they always disappoint.
They always disappoint
lately.
I feel like they
should have won in this year.
I haven't been down on the Nuggets, but I have not expected them to do as well as they have the past couple of seasons. Nikola Jokic is a great player. I really like the addition of Isaiah Thomas. This is going to be, I think, one of the top 5 most fun teams to watch this year.
Especially because Michael Porter Jr. Heck yeah. I'm all long Michael Porter Jr.
So if you know anything about Andrew and I, we haven't told this story yet, but it's a fun little story. So we went to Summer League, obviously, this year. We go every year. But this year in particular, we saw Michael Porter Jr., to which Andrew here said, I said to him, hey, my friend thinks you're one of the greatest of all time. And he said, thank you. And it was funny. It was a funny little
He
exchange.
gave me a knuckle touch. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a funny little time. So Andrew's a really big fan of Michael Porter Jr. That guy probably isn't playing this season, though. Great player, has a lot of potential. I don't think he's going to play and going to make that big of an effect. But these Nuggets are a fun team to watch, I'm telling you. I think they're going to be one of the best teams to watch in the Western Conference. This is a team that, if the chemistry is right, could pull off a very sneaky upset. Not Warriors' potential upset. Nobody's beating the Warriors. But they could beat a team like Houston. They could beat a team like the Lakers out of nowhere. Not out of nowhere, but, it could be a surprise. Yeah, I could definitely see them beating a team like the Lakers or Houston in a game 6 or 7.
I don't want to jump ahead too early, but how well do you think they do in the Eastern Conference?
How well do the
Nuggets?
I think the Nuggets would be the second best team in the Eastern Conference. I think
second?
Second best.
Second. You have them over Toronto.
Yeah.
I would put them over Toronto. I'm not too high. I'm not as high. I get that I praised Toronto for their trade of Kawhi Leonard, but I'm not as high on Toronto as a lot of people are right now. A lot of people seem to think that this team is just going to pick up where they left off last year. Plus, they had Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green. They were great additions, yes. I don't see Kyle Lowry doing this great this year. I think he's going to decline pretty drastically. I've never been the biggest Lowry fan. I love the story. He's undersized from Philadelphia. Great guy. Went to Nova. Just nitty-gritty, great motivational story. But I've never personally liked his game, and I don't think it's going to translate well into his later stages of his career. I don't think the Raptors are going to do that well.
I think everyone's a little sad that the chemistry and little friendship between him and DeRozan's gone too.
Yeah.
That was one of the best duos to watch off the sidelines, I'd say, of any duo. So
Definitely. That team is going to be lacking a little bit of its same fire with DeRozan gone. That was its leader, unquestionably, with Lowry, because DeRozan had been there since the very beginning. He's gone. Kawhi Leonard's in. Don't know how that's going to work out. I really like the head coach, but honestly, I'm telling you, they're, in my eyes, not as good as the Nuggets. I get they're good on defense. I don't think Kawhi Leonard is going to play. I think he's going to... I don't know. It's just he's too much of a question mark for me to say that Toronto is definitively the second best team in the East. Obviously, the Celtics are number one. If any team short of the Warriors went to the Eastern Conference, they'd be the second best team owing to the Celtics. I think the Celtics are the second best team in the entire NBA. This team is loaded. No other team is coming close to it other than the Warriors, who are above them. But yeah, I think the Nuggets will be the second best team. This is a great offense. They have no significant weaknesses outside of the fact that, yes, it's going to be hard to defend other teams. But Gary Harris is back. Paul Millsap isn't going to be as injury prone this year. Hopefully, fingers crossed, knock on some wood for the Nuggets. But this team, if they can get some defense, is going to be a scary team to play. I wouldn't want my team to play them, but my team isn't beating any teams. The Hornets are going to be trash this season. I don't have high expectations. But who are some other teams in the West?
West?
Yeah, in the West.
What about the Trailblazers?
I'm not very high on them.
I don't think they make playoffs this
You
year.
don't think they make the playoffs?
No.
Yeah,
It's me, Warriors,
Okay.
Houston,
Okay.
Utah,
Okay.
LA,
Okay.
Right.
five.
Right.
I don't know who 5 would be. Thunder.
No. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
6. Minnesota.
I can see Minnesota.
Did you
Where's
say
the
Jazz?
Nuggets?
Did you say Jazz?
Yeah, Nuggets. I think you said Jazz 3. Okay, how about 7 and 8?
7.
It's just
I
so
don't know.
hard.
It's
They're very
hard. Western Conference is so much better.
I don't see. Here's my thing. I see it as this. I see obviously Warriors number one. I'm gonna do it's not a hot take at all because a lot of people are predicting this, but I think the Jazz are the second best team in the West.
Oh,
This team is amazing. I see Donovan Mitchell as the next Dwayne Wade. Because if you look at Dwayne Wade, he started off his career in a relatively unknown fashion. He started off very well. He won a championship by his third season. This guy was not messing around. He came into the league with a fury, and that's Donovan Mitchell. He is the new Dwayne Wade. He's coming to the league. He's dominated. I don't see him hitting a sophomore slump. This guy's just going straight back at it, if not getting better. He's going to be an All-NBA player at some point, and it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. He's a great player. I think he's going to carry them to the second best team in the West. Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the NBA, best defensive center in the NBA by far. This team has a great identity and a great coach to lead them to being the second best team. Other than that, I do see the Houston Rockets still being up there. Mm-hmm. I think the Nuggets are being slept on. They're going to be a top 4, maybe top 5 team. The Lakers are obviously up there as a top 5 team in the West. The Timberwolves, I'm not completely sold on, but I also don't want to dismiss their talent. They have 2 number 1 picks in Wiggins. and Towns. Wiggins has got to step it up sometime. There's no way he lets his career be completely derailed by a lack of motivation. This guy, at some point, it happens to everyone. Everyone eventually finds their motivation. I think Wiggins this season is going to find it, and that team will be absolutely loaded. Not loaded as in depth, but star power between Towns, Wiggins, Butler. That's a good team. If Butler at least isn't that mad at all his young teammates this year, I see them being a top 6 team, making the playoffs. Other than that, and this might not be a popular one, but the Dallas Mavericks. This team, before you question it.
I wonder why you chose that.
Okay, so obviously, Dennis Smith Jr., go State. So Dennis Smith Jr. is a great player, great young point guard, emerging young point guard. Pretty much untradeable in my eyes. This guy is he's gonna outperform what his rookie season said. Yes, is he that efficient from the free throw line? From the 3-point line, no. Is he what you're looking for in a modern day guard? Not necessarily. But his athleticism just stands above the rest. And between him, Wesley Matthews, you're looking at Harrison Barnes, who's always been a very underrated player in my eyes, even when he's on the Warriors. Dirk, I don't know if he'll start. Probably, I don't know. And then DeAndre Jordan. That's where I think this team is going to be very competitive.
Yeah.
They picked up DeAndre Jordan.
What about
very athletic team.
Luka, whatever that.
Luka Doncic.
Oh, Luka Doncic. Yeah, I totally forgot. Of number 2 overall pick, or number 3 overall. Yeah, number 3 overall pick, Luka Doncic. This guy is going to lead this team to the playoffs. I said this. I've had this conversation with Andrew. I've had this conversation with Mickey before. Luka Doncic is not going to be that guy you see on every single highlight reel. He's not the fastest player. He's a winner. That's how to describe Luka Doncic. If you are the franchise that drafted him, that's what he is. He wins games. He wins you games. He was the youngest EuroLeague MVP in league history. That league has so many teams and so many different players from so many different countries. It's insane. And he won it as the youngest ever. He's been playing professional basketball since he was like 14. It's insane. The guy just wins wherever he goes. He's going to have that same mentality with the Mavericks. I think he's hands down going to be Rookie of the Year. This guy is going to be amazing in the NBA. Again, I think I see his career stats being maybe like 19, 20 points a game, 7 assists, 7, 8 rebounds. He's not going to put amazing numbers up, but he's just going to consistently win.
Those still
games.
sound pretty good. Like
And
pretty good numbers.
So the Jazz went to the playoffs last year with Donovan Mitchell as a rookie leading them, right? I see the same fortune for the Mavericks this year in Luka Doncic. This guy is going to be great in the NBA. If he's not, this is going to be horrible because I predicted this guy. I totally hyped up this guy. But I see them as a 7-8 seed. And then number 8 to barely make the cut for me. It's going to be hard. There's a lot of good teams out there. I don't really know which way I'd want to go into. I mean, you could say the Thunder. I would not put the Thunder. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Let's put the Thunder there. The Thunder have to make it. They're going to make it. I don't know how well they're going to do, but they'll make the playoffs. Will they do anything there? I doubt it. If they do, it'll be a surprise for me. I don't see them making any noise. This is kind of like a feel-good story team rather than a contender team. Yes, they're a very small market. They kept their first big signing free agent in Paul George. They got him to stay there instead of going to LA. A very huge win for them. They got Dennis Schroeder. It feels good. The timing's right. Everything feels great. They let go of Carmelo Anthony. He was a cancer. This team's getting better. No, I don't buy it. Every team that goes into the season with hype behind them always disappoints. That's the Thunder this year. I don't see it happening. Sorry, guys. This is a barely above lottery team in the Western Conference. But
you think that they play like substantially better without Carmelo?
I think they do. I think they're gonna make I think they can make the playoffs. The 8th seed probably isn't right for them. I'd probably put the Dallas Mavericks at the 8th seed and then them at the 6th or 7th seed, the Oklahoma City Thunder. They'll make the playoffs. I don't want to hate on them too hard and then just totally regret it. But I just don't see them as a total. I don't see them as a title contender. I really don't, guys. It's very hard to see that. And then you have those teams like the Trailblazers, who, like you said, Mickey, earlier today, O'Shea said he does. The president of basketball operations, Neil O'Shea, said he has no plans of blowing that team up anytime soon. That's a mistake in my eyes. Go to calluscall.com. You'll see my trade ideas for them. They need to get rid of that starting backcourt. It's not doing them any good, and it's not winning them any championships. But I don't want to hog the conversation. What are some other teams you guys like in the West that could surprise you guys and make the playoffs? Right there on the bubble.
I don't know. Are there any other teams in the West that are relevant?
Surprise? I mean, I don't want to sit, but this isn't going to happen, but Phoenix?
It's funny you say that. I was about to say that.
Okay.
Devin Booker is a great player. Like, without a doubt, a great player. And DeAndre Ayton obviously was the most NBA. I think he was the most
NBA
with
ready?
Luka Doncic, yeah. Those two were just. I have not seen two more NBA ready prospects enter a draft simultaneously than these two. Luka Doncic is ready to play. DeAndre Ayton is ready to play. These guys are just go out and get it. I feel like this same type of hype was put behind the 2015 draft. I get that. You always heard about Towns, ready to play right now. Okafor, ready to play right now. Russell, ready to play right now. Porzingis, ready to play right now. Of those, only 2 of them were, and even then, Porzingis was still a little inconsistent his rookie year. So really, only Karl-Anthony Towns is ready right out of the get-go. I think we have 2 bona fide stars right out of the gate in Luka Doncic and DeAndre Ayton. But that team, I mean, Trevor Ariza, Josh Jackson, not what he should be, but he could get there throughout the season. DeAndre Ayton. Other than that, they don't have a starting point guard yet. That is what kind of disappointed me, is that they didn't get one. They could have gotten Isaiah Thomas back. They could have gotten someone, but they didn't. Unfortunately for them, they could go out and get one. I really do. Well, I don't know if you saw, but an idea of mine, and this goes along with the team we just talked about, the Trailblazers. I think Damian Lillard would be a great fit in Phoenix.
Ooh.
I think Damian Lillard combined with DeAndre Ayton and Devin Booker, that's a playoff team. Damian Lillard and Devin Booker is a lot better in my eyes than Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum.
Yes.
CJ McCollum is best with the ball. Devin Booker, however, I believe can be best off the ball. He's a great shooter. He's meant to be a pure shooter. And what kind of happened with him was he was a pure shooter that came into the draft. Everybody labeled him a pure shooter. He's not going to have much of a game outside of shooting, right? Phoenix was tanking that season. They had no choice but to put the ball in his hands. He learned to create for himself out of necessity and not because they really wanted him to do that. It's just out of necessity. Who else was going to take the ball? Tyler Ulis? He took the ball and was dominant with the ball and then gained on-ball skills. But that's not where his inner strength lies. It's off the ball, catch and shoot. Plus, it just turns out he was a bona fide offensive star. But put that with Damian Lillard out of the backcourt. Give me DeAndre Ayton in the middle. Josh Jackson and Trevor Ariza guarding the wings. That's a good team. That's a playoff-ready team.
How do the Suns get Lillard then? How do you
for
structure
me,
that trade?
I had them giving up Josh Jackson in my potential trade. So you'd be losing out Jackson there. But you just drafted Mikal Bridges out of Villanova.
And you have Ariza.
That's where he started. And you already have Ariza. I like Ariza nowadays in his these couple past years of his playing days at the 4. I think it's very interesting to put Ariza at the 4, especially with DeAndre Ayton. You don't want to put 2 bigs out in the modern NBA. Keep Ayton in the paint. Put Ariza outside as a small ball 4. Put Bridges at 3. Then have the 2 Booker, 1 Damian Lillard. That's a great team. That's a playoff 8-team, 7-seed worthy team. I could see it. So yeah, it just depends if they make a move for the point guard position. If they don't, I don't see them making the playoffs. But it's a very exciting team to watch. Yeah, other than that, I really don't see any teams in the West making the playoffs.
No.
There's really not. The Clippers, no.
The Kings.
No.
These teams, they're just it's
very stacked.
The NBA is in a great place in terms of talent right now, to where some of these horrible teams have some great players, but yeah, this needs to be spread across the board. Yeah, this just the competitiveness is not the same as what it used to be. Like, the reason why people love football is every single year. I get it. The Patriots are a powerhouse. Other than them, any team can win the Lombardi Trophy. Mm-hmm. Nobody predicted the Philadelphia Eagles to win it last year. Any team can win it. Now, the NBA is completely different, and that's, I think, why they haven't caught up to the NFL yet, is that parity is completely off balance. NBA, you have one guy, LeBron James. You can make the conference finals for years and years and almost a decade. In the NFL, you never see that happening. Yes, Tom Brady's made a lot of appearances in the Super Bowl, but he hasn't
been
gone
dominant every time.
No, he doesn't go every single year like LeBron.
Seems
does.
like it though.
It seems like it, but it's not true. It has a lot more parity.
It's less predictable than like a LeBron.
Yeah, or a Golden State. Like these guys, it's crazy. But yeah, that's my take.
What about the Spurs?
Spurs
playoff team. Not very high though.
That's a team where I kind of forgot about them. You know, listen, I don't want to write off the Spurs because they're the Spurs.
But you are. But you have to.
And it's probably stupid of me to have even forgot about them and put the Mavericks at the 8th spot. I should have probably put the Spurs at the 8th spot. So let's go back in time. Pretend I didn't even say the Mavericks. Let's say the Mavericks make the 9th spot, or maybe if the Spurs get injured, they make the 9th spot. But let's
We just
put
say
the
that-
Spurs at
yeah.
8. All right, let's put the Spurs at 8. Spurs at 8 or 7. Thunder at 8 or 7. I don't care. The Spurs,
We'll
yeah,
just
they're
say
gonna make
that
that.
the one spot is pretty much sealed.
I actually forgot about a lot.
And
of
then
these.
like 2
and
to
3 are
2
sealed.
to 3, maybe 4 or 5.
I'd say
That
5 is
range is
sealed.
debatable, and then
Yeah.
the last edge anybody can.
I feel really bad because Andrew just pulled up all these teams for the Western Conference, and I totally disrespected this team and didn't bring them up. And it's the Pelicans.
Yeah, New Orleans.
I totally between
Yeah.
San Antonio and the Pelicans, I totally blanked on them. I'm sorry. Everything I said nice about the Dallas Mavericks. I'm sorry, Dallas fans. They're not making the playoffs. I just totally was stupid and forgot about 2 teams that they completely existed. There is no way the Mavericks are making the playoffs over the Spurs or the Pelicans. Absolutely none. Pelicans are better than the Mavericks. Spurs are better than the Mavericks. There's just no way. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Dallas fans. You guys are heading to the lottery again. I just forgot about 2 teams. So, Pelicans, not better than the Spurs, but I love Drew Holiday, and it's hard for me to write off Anthony Davis. They're right up there. It's just so stacked. Honestly, that's why when I said I don't buy the hype in the Oklahoma City Thunder, I can see the Oklahoma City Thunder losing to any team in the Western Conference other than the bottom feeders.
The Grizzlies?
The Grizzlies are winning. Jerry Jackson's going to be a beast, honestly, if the Grizzlies win. There's no way Thunder aren't beating the Pelicans. I don't see them beating the Pelicans. They aren't beating the Spurs. They can beat the Spurs. I don't know. It's so hard. This is just so hard.
Let's
It's
just
never
switch
been
topics.
this
The middle-
nice. Yeah.
the middle
I think
stuff.
we're going to... I'm sorry.
Middle teams are tough.
Sorry to Spurs and Pelicans fans. I completely forgot that your franchises existed. Disrespectful on my end. Shouldn't have done it. One of you two will make the 8th seed. I guarantee it. Mavericks fans, I'm sorry I hyped you guys up because you aren't making.
Okay,
the
wait.
playoffs.
One last question before we leave the Western Conference.
Okay.
Do you think that there could be a team created, like reasonably, like actually created in the next few years that could beat this Warrior team? Like, let's say KD, Steph,
Celtics.
Clay, they all stay.
Like
The
Celtics.
Celtics could take over.
Lakers not.
Like,
No.
okay, hold
Lakers
on.
aren't.
What if they get Klay Thompson?
Lakers aren't.
Not at all.
The
Not
only
at
way,
all.
like you just said, the only way the Lakers are beating the Warriors is if they steal Warriors. Now,
Yeah,
that's gonna happen.
I think they get Klay.
The Warriors are gonna three-peat. They're going to. It's
But,
gonna
okay,
happen, right?
but you're saying that. Are you saying the Celtics could
I
beat
think-
the Warriors, or
yes.
they will
I think the
probably
Celtics,
beat the
no,
Warriors?
No. I think even if the Warriors remain exactly as is right now, the Celtics will beat them in the next 5 years. They'll dethrone them.
Wow.
They'll beat them.
Interesting.
Jaylen Brown is a beast. Best player to come out of his class. I'm telling you, other than Ben Simmons. Yeah, I forgot about him right now. But I keep forgetting about players.
So many
But
good players in his
Jaylen
class.
Brown is so good. So much better than Brandon Ingram can be. The guy's a monster. Jason Tatum's a monster. He's a prototypical player. Like,
Jason
these
Tatum's
guys are
the
just... The Celtics are loaded. Like, the Warriors were made out of free agency. I'm just going to say it. I hate to say it. I don't want to be a hater, but they were. The Warriors were made out of free agency. They would not have won 2 titles in a row like they have without KD, right? The Celtics, meanwhile, were not made through free agency. They were made through trades, draft day signings, draft picks. The only free agency signing that's ever meant anything to them is Al Horford. And I get it. He's pretty
He's
like,
stepped
big
up.
piece, but he's nowhere near the value of a Jason Tatum, of a Jaylen Brown, of a Kyrie Irving. These guys are loaded. Whether or not the Warriors stay together or Clay leaves the Lakers, no matter what, they are going to lose to the Celtics. I guarantee it. The Celtics are just 2 stacks.
Wait, did you?
But yeah.
Okay, thank God. All right. All right, so moving on, you really want to dive into this Eastern Conference? This is not
It's
too
gonna be
much
easier.
more of a,
This is
of a
easier.
conversation.
This
All
is
right.
we should have started with this one.
I know.
The Warriors are just. I mean, the rest was just way too hard. Mickey, how about you start? I'm tired of talking.
Eastern, you want me to give you my whole playoffs?
My
whole
just
8
talk
seed.
about just talk about
Alright,
your top
alright.
eight.
All right,
Yeah.
Boston's number 1.
Oh,
my
really?
opinion. Toronto
Okay.
number 2.
Right.
I don't know who number 3 could be. Who do you think? 3. Indiana?
Oh no! What are you talking about? The Bucks. The Bucks, man.
Bucks.
The
Okay,
Bucks.
4 Indiana.
Okay.
5.
We're the
Oh, the
Sixers.
76ers.
5 to
76ers take the
76ers.
three.
No, you should say
5.
5.
The 76ers.
You think the 76ers are underneath the Indiana Pacers?
Yes.
With Ben Simmons and
Yes.
Joel Embiid?
Trash. Ben Simmons can't shoot.
Okay,
You're
okay,
saying-
no, I'm not gonna argue yet. I'm gonna just keep going. Keep going.
Okay,
5
go,
Indiana.
Okay.
6 Detroit.
Are you kidding?
I'm
All right,
not.
keep going.
7 Charlotte. 8 I'm going Brooklyn.
You're putting Charlotte in there. That's ambitious.
Okay. Well, so I'm gonna be a little different. Okay, a lot different. Obviously the number one team's the Celtics. No one's gonna argue that. If someone goes to tell you in the next 11, 12 months that the Celtics are not the best team in the Eastern Conference, I don't care if the Celtics actually don't be the number one seed in the Eastern Conference. They are the best team in the Eastern Conference. Whoever tells you opposite, tell them to come and talk to Cal's Call. Call in. I'll give you my cell phone number. I want to hear your reasoning because I'm telling you the Celtics are the best team in the
Do we
Eastern
got a
Conference.
number? Do we have a call-in
Oh,
number
we
right
have
now?
no. If you want to call in, I'm telling you, anybody watching the live stream,
What is it? I'll tell you.
951-333-7608. Call me up. We'll talk. If you have any debating whatsoever against the Celtics being the number one team in the Eastern Conference. All right, we're talking Eastern Conference right now. I don't want to hear about
Just
LeBron.
place your phone number.
Number two, I'm sorry. I've got to go. It's hard.
Toronto.
Yeah, okay. No. I'm not feeding into this Toronto hype. Kyle Lowry's not going to be the same. Kawhi Leonard, yeah, he's going to be amazing.
If he's
I've never been the biggest Jonas Valanciunas fan. Sorry, not the greatest guy defensively. Kind of a liability. Other than that, what's his name? Guy who swats all. Serge Ibaka. What's that guy going to do? Come on now. This is not this is not the second best team in the Eastern Conference. I'm sorry. It's gonna look cool. Toronto, I can't wait to see Leonard in a Toronto Raptors jersey. It's gonna be similar shades of McGrady and Vince Carter, but I don't see them winning the East or even being the second best team in the East. They don't have that chemistry yet. The whole team does, but their best player doesn't have it. How are you gonna win if your star player doesn't have any chemistry with your current roster? And
It's just like the Thunder.
I think it's pretty funny how Danny Green came over in the trade, right? Danny Green himself was calling out Kawhi Leonard for his injury stuff. So you have two guys who came from a team. One of them doesn't even like the other, really. He just, not despises, but he doesn't have respect for him. He sat out the entire season. So I don't think the Raptors are the second best team. I think they're going to decline a little bit. I think this is a...
Who's your two? Who's your two then?
Indiana.
No.
Philly.
You're putting Philly at the two?
I
Okay.
know, and I'm contradicting myself, and I'm sorry, because Milwaukee fans, I just wrote an article for you guys 2 weeks ago saying you're the second best team in the Eastern Conference.
Things change.
And
Things change.
2 weeks
Week to
change.
week.
I slept on it. I'm sorry. Joel Embiid's just too good, and you'll agree with me on that. The thing is,
Ben Simmons.
but I'm even then in my head right now. You know what? Take it back. Milwaukee's the second best team in the Eastern Conference. Giannis Antetokounmpo is the new LeBron James. He's taking over the league. He's going to be better than KD is right now. The guy's of God. He's a Greek god. And the funny thing is, he's from Greece, so he's actually a Greek god. And he's going to be the next LeBron James. He already is the next LeBron James physically. Watch out for this team. Fear the deer. I'm looking at this. What lineup outside of the Celtics can beat Eric Bledsoe, Chris Middleton, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Brook Lopez, and now you have Tony Snell. You put Tony Snell at 3. I don't care. Whoever you want. Add anybody to that 4 other guys. That's a great starting lineup.
Go hard.
So, okay.
Darren Collison? He's on Indiana, correct?
Yeah, he's gonna beat out Bledsoe.
Darren Collison,
All right.
Tyreek Evans,
Not beating out Middleton.
Victor Oladipo.
Not beating it. No.
That's Middleton.
Okay, yeah, he'll
yes,
beat
he'll
Middleton.
beat
All right.
Middleton out. The 4 for them is it Kyle O'Quinn?
The 4 for them is gonna be Thaddeus Young.
Hey, Thaddeus Young is solid.
He'll be better. But whoever Milwaukee puts out there will be solid as well.
Indiana's beating them. Yeah, I'm willing to bet you. Right.
So who's the center for Indiana? Miles Turner.
Kyle O'Quinn. Yeah.
Miles Turner, right? They have Brook Lopez.
Ooh, Brook Lopez doesn't
Brook
get
Lopez
boards.
is the best
Dude,
three-point shooting center in the league.
I'm a Lakers fan, and I was extremely disappointed in Brook Lopez. He was
care.
awful. He sucks.
This
I'm
isn't
still-
really in-depth analysis, but I went to a Lakers game once, and during warm-ups, I saw him hit like 13 3-points in a row. So I'm going long
yeah.
to Brook Lopez.
Yeah.
No,
Okay, the thing about it, I get it. Indiana has a lot of talent, but
very much.
nobody's beating Milwaukee. Who?
This guy just said East does not matter at all.
Okay, yes it does. Yes it does. The Celtics are just as good as the Warriors. Come on now. But Giannis, who on Indiana stopping Giannis? Giannis, if he wanted to, could put up 50 points, 20 rebounds, and 15 assists against Indiana.
But still, does Milwaukee have any shot against the Celtics?
I don't know. I don't think any team does that.
Don't win a game.
I think the
That's
Milwaukee-
really the conversation is who can beat the Warriors or the Celtics. Because otherwise, we have the finals planned out.
Milwaukee can win 2 games against the Celtics, maybe 3. All right. Philadelphia can win maybe 2 games. I don't know.
It's Celtics
Pacers,
Warriors, dude.
The Pacers could win 1 game realistically. I don't
Dude,
see
the
them.
Pacers.
And the Hornets.
You're sleeping on
Who else
the
is
Pacers.
it? Now here's the difference, right? The Raptors could actually win like I don't know, a couple games against them. I don't see them winning the series unless Kyrie goes down or something. But I think Kawhi Leonard is an entity unto himself. He could legitimately win them a game against the Celtics, and then maybe they luck into another 1 or 2. But there's no other team. Like who else? Who else is gonna beat the Cavs?
The Cavs.
Nobody. Okay.
Oh, we forgot Washington.
No, I didn't because I'm stuck at number 2. Okay,
How
number two, Milwaukee. Number 3,
Sixers.
Philadelphia. Number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
We've been
The
going
Raptors.
30 minutes. Are we supposed
The
to?
Raptors. What?
Are we just gonna keep going?
Oh, we're gonna keep going. Number 5,
All right.
the Wizards. This team is not gonna be that great, but you don't have to be that great to be good in the Eastern Conference. So I see them as number 5 team. Number 16, I think you're gonna be looking at. Let's see here. I can see. That's
You don't have Indiana
Oh,
in it at
my
all.
bad. Pacers at 5. Scratch that. Pacers at 5. Wizards at 6. I think that would be looking at either the Hornets at 7. And I don't even want them to be 7, guys. I'm a Hornets fan, and I want them to tank. So don't think this is biased. I don't.
I kind of agree with the Eastern Conference
I
doesn't
said
matter
the
because the
Hornets.
conversation actually started after the 4th slot. So,
Yeah. And then number 8 could be anybody.
Brooklyn.
The Pistons.
Brooklyn.
No, the Magic maybe. The Magic. They have a lot of talent. They don't.
The
have
Magic
one
are going to
guard, though.
need some magic.
They're gonna need some. But, like this guy said, the Eastern Conference really doesn't matter. After the first 5 teams, like legit, other than the Celtics, Philadelphia, Indiana, Toronto, and Milwaukee, no other franchise in the Eastern Conference cared. Like nobody. No, it's not
Yep,
worth it.
nobody
It's
cares.
not even worth watching it. So yeah, we'll move on. Next topic. Eastern Conference is trash.
All right. Well, we're going to kind
East
of
rankings could just be placed in alphabetical order.
Well, no, that's wrong. Because if you did that, who would be above the Celtics? Isn't somebody going to be above the Celtics?
Bulls.
No, in alphabetical order. Well, I
A,
mean,
B,
it's-
C.
No,
depends.
but I'm
Are
saying
you
if
talking
are
city
talking
or
city?
name?
No, whoever just put that, are we talking city?
No, but
or
here's
are
a
we
good
talking
point.
name?
Boston
'Cause
Celtics,
Boston would be
B
up there.
or C.
Well, I'm just trying to think. Is there an Eastern Conference team that starts with B or starts with A? That would be above the Celtics.
Atlanta.
There you go. Your argument's already invalid because there's got to be a team.
Logic is invalid.
Logic's invalid.
question.
That'd mean Atlanta's the best team in the Eastern Conference. Sorry, bud. I hate it. Sorry.
Sorry.
That was funny.
Next topic.
Watch the Hawks beat the Celtics and go on to the finals.
He said
All right.
city, so yeah, it'd be Atlanta, Boston.
Yeah. So.
All right, so you're still
Also,
wrong.
can I
And
say
then
something?
if it was named, Bulls would go above Celtics. So.
Did you guys see Johnny Manziel?
Yeah. Okay. You want to introduce the next topic, Andrew? You're the host.
All right, let me introduce it. Let's start talking about Johnny Manziel. I
All
heard
right.
he did not do very well in his opener.
No,
No, hold on.
Johnny Football did not do good.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
So
there you go.
it was just halftime last time I checked the stats. He had 4 interceptions. He
In
was
the
like,
halftime?
Yes, in half. He had 4. That's like
It's all good, Johnny. Keep
To
going.
a quarter?
that's pretty bad. Like his first pass was an interception. So in the CFL, he got his first pass, interception, and not to mention his first tackle in the very first play. That's pretty special.
You know what I'm gonna say
Wow,
though?
that's pretty
I'm
cool.
gonna say this for Johnny Football. You miss 100% of the throws you don't take. So keep throwing. Bud.
Joe Callamore,
Keep throwing.
Michael
bud.
Scott.
Joe Callamore, Michael Scott, Wayne Gretzky, 3 of us. But again, Johnny Manziel, keep going. I personally am a fan of the dude. I mean,
You think he ever makes it back to the NFL?
no way. There's no. If you're an NFL, okay, us 3. If any of us are working for an NFL team and Johnny Manziel's agent approaches you and says, "Will you sign Johnny Manziel?" There is no way on God's green earth I'm signing him. Sorry, it's not gonna happen. I'd rather have any other option.
Why do people care about him still then? Why do
just-
people care about a CFB,
guy's-
is it? CFB?
Like I said
CFL?
for Kawhi, CFL, yeah. This guy is legit. He's an entity unto himself. He's Johnny Football. He dominated the college football landscape. He's one of the best quarterbacks to play college football ever.
Upset Bama?
He's undersized. Like he's only what? He's 6 foot.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
So
5'11".
most any human being who's male can compare themselves to this dude and be like, oh, I could be Johnny Football. It's a very comparable human being. It's why people
He also
love
parties a
sports
lot.
writers.
That's why it's very comparable to me.
Yeah, but the guy, I don't know. He's not the greatest football player. He's not the greatest person either. But I'm a fan of his, so I
He's
hope
getting better.
He's getting better.
Aligning his
He's not
priorities.
losing the NFL.
He's getting better.
At least he's not like someone who just doesn't care about their life, blows all their savings. He probably already did that, but whatever, throws his life away. At least he's trying to get better. That's somewhat respectable.
He's 6
so,
foot. He's 6 foot.
Yeah, but yeah. So it's Johnny Manziel. All the best to him, but yeah, 4 interceptions in the first half. You're not making it to the NFL, bud. Quit while you're ahead. Do CFL. Make a couple $100K a year. Do that. Retire before you get the CTE. You already have it, but before it gets worse, just retire. And just save up your money. That's all I can say to Johnny Manziel. There's really nothing else. He's not making the NFL.
Dodgers have enough pitching to win the World Series. No.
Let's see.
No. They have enough offense. But again, I don't think the addition of, John Axford is enough to get you there. And I'm a Dodger fan. I like to think they do, but they're still trying to replace Brandon Morrow, and I don't think he has a chance to be that type of guy. Just my personal opinion.
Sweet. Okay.
Yeah. What else? What I had one. I just thought of a topic for today. Is what do you guys think about the whole Tiger versus Mickelson for $10 million?
Oh, okay. I'm a
aware of
Mickelson guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe because I'm just lefty, but
okay.
I like Mickelson. And Tiger played real good the last tournament. Have you seen the video of the guy who yells at him before he takes a shot? That is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
What do you?
Who do you think wins?
I don't know. I really do think Tiger could win. He's back in stride a little bit. He's come back out of the.
I've always been a Tiger fan.
Yeah.
And no matter what, through the thick and thin, I'll always be a Tiger fan.
Yeah.
So I'll take Tiger.
I like Mickelson. He's a bigger dude. Motivation for guys that aren't necessarily the skinniest. He just goes out there and just.
I hear you. He's also a motivation for the guys with what is it? Arthritis.
Yeah.
Rheumatoid arthritis.
Yeah. There you go.
We covered everything.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else we want to bring up because I know there's a lot of
this
stuff.
This is the prime time podcast, so this is going to be longer than usual. So
yeah, we're trying to look at things that are happening in the now. Johnny Manziel was a big one. Oh, this was something I want to bring up too. So Jameis Winston, he's had gotten in a lot of trouble. The past year has not been a good one for him at all. Did Hard Knocks last year. The Hard Knocks curse is real, guys. Whatever team's on Hard Knocks never does well the next season. So Browns, I'm sorry.
Browns are screwed from the beginning, dude.
Yeah,
They're always out.
yeah.
But I have them going, 2-14.
Jameis, basically,
it's 2 wins.
what the story is Nike has decided to no longer renew their contract with Jameis Winston, which they did have as a signed Nike athlete. Is this that big of a story? No. Is it? It is, but it kind
Should
of
I be
isn't.
covering it?
No.
Will I cover it anyway?
Most companies would have
Probably.
already dropped them. I get it. I think it just goes to show this guy's having a really rough year. And I don't want to... The thing about it sounds stupid, but he's had such a bad couple of years.
He has, man.
He's got to just come back with a vengeance at some point.
Bad.
I think he will... Either this upcoming season, I think it has to be. If Jameis Winston does not break out this season...
They're drafting quarterback.
Yeah, they got to. They have to. This guy, but I think he will. Guys, the odds are so stacked against him. He has
He's
to
not
do
good.
it. He is good.
No.
Jameis Winston is a very good quarterback. Very good.
I think he's alright.
I think he's good. I think he's a good leader. The only thing I disagree with him, every time he does the stupid finger licking thing where he goes like this, oh, we're gonna eat a dub today, and he starts licking his fingers. They all. If you guys ever notice, they lose every single one of those games.
No, I don't understand. He's licking his fingers before the crab legs.
Oh my goodness.
Run off with the crab legs.
Anyway, Jameis Winston, I think, is gonna have a very big bounce back season this year.
It's mistake after mistake. I think doesn't he?
Eventually,
he averages 20-something picks a year.
Eventually, you stop making the mistakes.
Actually, here's something. How do we feel about Baker Mayfield?
Oh, thank you. We have not brought this up yet. Baker Mayfield, I'm telling you right now, guys, is going to be one of the best quarterbacks in the National Football League for the next 15 years.
No, Rosen's
I
better.
love the guy. No, Baker
Yes.
Mayfield by far and away is the best quarterback to come out of this draft. I'm telling you
are.
right now. He's undersized. Everything about him I love. Had to walk on twice, not once, twice.
No.
He's the real deal.
No.
He's going to a team. Okay.
That sucks,
Okay, this
and
is
that
it, right?
has a history of ruining quarterbacks'
So
careers.
Baker Mayfield's coming out of high school. He wants to play football. Sorry, you can't play football, kid. So he has to walk on.
To Texas Tech, right?
What's the equivalent to that in the NFL?
That
Being
Browns.
drafted to the Browns. So he's basically saying, hey, I want to play in the NFL. And the NFL's like, okay, cool. Play for our worst team to ever be in existence. And he is accepting it with open arms, and he's going to do well.
But that's what happens every single year.
This is a different story.
Okay, what happened to Brady Quinn? What happened to
Brady Quinn's gone.
Mayfield
RG3 is gone.
Mayfield-
Johnny Manziel's gone.
Mayfield's DNA is different than
Deshaun
all
Kaiser's
of those
gone.
guys. Deshaun Kaiser
Dude, Notre
was
Dame quarterbacks
horrible.
are gonna die.
Yeah, just Notre Dame quarterback's trash. All thing Notre Dame is trash. All Notre Dame is just horrible,
Yeah, I
like garbage. But Mayfield
We beat
is
NC
gonna-
State last year.
Mayfield is going to be amazing. He's just so accurate. Guys, I get it. I get it's going to sound weird, but when you think about Tom Brady, not the most athletic, not the tallest guy.
You're
comparing
comparing
Baker
Baker
Mayfield.
Mayfield
Yes,
to Tom
I am
Brady.
comparing Baker
No.
Mayfield
What?
to Tom
No.
Brady.
All right,
He's
no.
6
universe?
foot. He's 6 foot. He's not the most athletic.
Tom Brady's
He
6'4".
uses legs. Here's the thing, right? I get it. I get Tom Brady's taller, but what are they both? Extremely
High IQ
accurate
quarterbacks that are winners.
Exactly. High
Can't
IQ,
believe you're comparing
winning quarterbacks, extremely accurate. This guy, okay, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be Hugh Jackson because Hugh Jackson's absolutely trash.
He's the worst coach in the
I think
NFL history.
if I personally walked on to if I walked into the stadium of
This
the
is
Cleveland
not going
Browns
to be right.
on their first game of the season, and then
They played
Haslam
Pittsburgh.
just said, you know what? Scratch Hugh Jackson. Joe Callamore is our head coach for today. He's the head coach for the National Football Team, Cleveland Browns. I think I would do a better job than Hugh Jackson. That's how bad he is. But either way, I think that Hugh Jackson is not going to be here in the next 2 or 3 years, and that whoever they Brady. Baker Mayfield is so good. If he ends up busting, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life.
He's gonna bust.
He is the most relatable quarterback I've ever seen in my entire life, to myself, to a lot of other human beings. I love the guy. The reason I grew out my beard, ask anybody I know.
Real question. Would you like him if he didn't do all those things on the sideline and disrespecting other teams? Would you like him?
If Mayfield didn't have the same passion he has, man, I would be.
Passion. Is that what we're calling it?
In
Passion?
in no way, shape, or form, because I ever compare myself to him,
Or Tom
which
Brady.
henceforth I would not like him. But
Tom Brady does that a lot too, grabbing his crotch on the sideline.
yeah. Tom Brady doesn't care about it. So Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield was disrespected by a Kansas team with what, 1 win? And it's
Baker-
like, forget this, I'm gonna crush them.
Exactly.
What does that prove?
Baker Mayfield is a winner. This guy wins. The Browns were the luckiest franchise in the entire NFL for landing the #1 pick this year. They got the best quarterbacks to come to the NFL in the past 10 years. This guy is a
10
monster.
years. 10 years.
In 5 years, this is what we'll be talking about when it comes to quarterback, right? 45.
say
We'll, we'll be talking about a 45-year-old Brady trying to continue to play, right?
Trying?
Trying. He's not going to continue. I think he's going to. He
I
rather,
can't believe I just can't believe you compared Mayfield to
Okay,
Brady
so,
after one preseason.
In
Not even
5
one.
years, we'll be like, okay, is this finally the year Brady retires, or he's retired? Either one. We'll be talking about Aaron Rodgers and him entering his retirement stage. We'll be talking about Carson Wentz. We'll be talking about Andrew Luck. And we'll be talking about Baker Mayfield. The guy is amazing. How do you not like this guy? He's just so good, guys. You cannot overrate this guy enough.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
just so
I think
good.
he is very overratable.
No, he's not. he is so good at everything he does on a football field. I get it. He lost to Georgia, and they had a good defense. He's probably not going to do well against NFL defense. I don't care. He always beats the odds, and he's going to beat
No,
the
I don't
odds.
want to, but this is just a random question. Do you think he's good looking?
No.
You don't think he's good looking?
I mean, okay, so
He's not.
okay, do I think Baker Mayfield and I have some semi-comparable parts? Yes. Do we both have very nice beards?
Comparable
Yes. Like, are our beards very nice? Yes. Do we have the same type of eyebrows? Yes, we do. Now, is his face shaped differently? A little bit, and that's why he's not as attractive, obviously. He is missing the facial structure. But in terms of the beard and the eyebrows, and his hair's a little bit curlier, but we're basically the same person. So he has a solid 7 in my book. just for being semi close to what I am.
Gave him a rating.
Yeah, I'm giving. You know, if I'm a 10, he has to be a 7. He
It
has
has to be an
something.
article.
Oh,
Kyle's
yeah.
rating the attractiveness of every NFL.
No,
quarterback.
just
I mean,
Baker Mayfield. This guy, this
I would
guy,
really want to see that.
he's just
Tom
so.
Brady.
He's,
Give me a 1 to 10. Tom Brady.
Tom Brady's like a 2, man. This
What?
guy's
2? He's a winner.
Baker Mayfield.
You don't like
trumps
winners?
Tom Brady. I don't even want to go on a rant, but I already have.
Yeah,
Baker Mayfield is going to be elite. Like you guys, if you're in a keeper league for fantasy football, pick up Baker Mayfield. No, like he's just so good, guys. I can't tell you enough. He's just so Baker Mayfield. Okay, so I don't know if you guys saw this, right? Coming into the draft, Scott McLaughlin, the XGM for the Washington Redskins, he rated Baker Mayfield very highly, right? He had the Browns taking Mayfield, and that guy models or role models when it comes to evaluating NFL talent. Because I didn't get into football until about 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago right before I went off to college, right? And when I started getting into football, he was the guy who I really looked up to because even on those Redskins teams, he knew how to evaluate talent. He's a great scout. Now, like, did he get fired for like showing up drunk and whatever, a bunch of other workplace issues? Yes, but I think he was a great scout. I always loved his scouting reports. I think he's a great evaluator, and he's just as high on Mayfield as I am. I think he's gonna be a great quarterback. So, but yeah, we'll see.
All right, well, Joe, we're probably gonna need an AC in here with all these hot takes.
Yeah, we can do a hot take section, but it lasts so long.
This thing's already been long, dude.
It's a great. I love the live stream. This is my favorite thing to do. This is very fun. I like to interact with you guys. Start putting. We want callers to call in. If you want to call in, if you want to post questions, please do. Mickey's monitoring the stream. He'll put you guys on here. Yeah, and I mean, yeah. So definitely give us questions. Give us a call if you want to. Mickey will put my phone number out there. We'll get you on the podcast.
Do you think RG3 makes the Ravens?
I do.
I think RG3 played very well.
I think it'd be very nice to see a 3-quarterback lineup. Not a lineup, but like 3 quarterbacks on the roster with Joe Flacco, Lamar Jackson, and Robert Griffin III.
I can't see.
Is there a question?
I can't see it. It didn't pop up.
This is going to be a weekly thing. A weekly thing? So yes, this is going to be a weekly thing.
Just for this week, though.
So what? So for anybody who's watching right now, we are going to change this up a little bit.
It's not going to be this long.
Andrew's going to be it might be.
Could be longer.
It could be longer. So Andrew is going to be leaving back to Indiana. It's pretty soon at the end of the month. And
live stream the games.
Go Irish. Go Abstinence. And then
why did you say that?
very funny.
Go Irish.
Short
Go
story.
Irish. We're gonna win
Mickey,
the Natty next year.
our because we could never make a college roster for the life of us, is heading out to Arizona. A little drum roll. At the end of the month, it's gonna be playing baseball for the
Benedictine University.
Benedictine University. You hear that? We have a baseball player in our midst, an official NCAA athlete. So both these guys are heading out. Meanwhile, I'm going to be staying in California for a little bit longer. But never mind. You'll see me out in Oklahoma pretty soon. Go Pokes. And, it was good. It was a good run, North Carolina. Go State. So go Wolfpack. Yeah, so this will be a weekly thing. The setup how it is now, we're going to try to keep it the same. It's always going to be your host, Andrew Hicks, Joseph Calmore, and then Mickey Flynn. All 3 of us are always going to be on the show. We're going to start bringing in guest members. I'm looking forward to. Definitely make sure to tune in.
Yeah, we're going to have Devin Booker, Kevin Durant.
Next week, we're going to have hopefully one of these big names.
LeBron James is in town.
We're going to have a future hopeful NBA. I think he's going to maybe
that's
play
right.
in the D-League, maybe the NBA one day. I have high hopes for the guy. His name's Anthony Holland. Check this guy out. It's ANTHONY HOLLAND. This guy, look him up on Google. The guy's a beast. Goes to Notre Dame High School here in Riverside, California. Our alma mater. He's going to be a great player. I could see him definitely making an NBA roster at some point in his career if he just keeps going at it. Great overall player. We're going to have him on the show soon. So check it out. And when these two are off in college, we're going to kind of mix it up. If you've ever seen any sports show at all, you'll see when people are out of town, first take. Anytime somebody's out of town, they do a split screen. We're going to be doing that. Me on one, Andrew in the middle, Mickey on the left.
How are we gonna
Just
do
how we
that?
do it now. We'll figure it out, guys. And if anybody knows coding, let us know. But
if anyone knows how to do that,
if anyone knows how to do it, it'd be great. Join the team. But we're going to do that soon. That'll be at the end of the month. But for now, this will be a weekly thing. We have our headquarters here located in Riverside,
Beautiful
California.
Riverside, California.
Beautiful, hot as heck Riverside, California. Basically, hell on earth. But this is where we're at. So, so we'll have that set up soon. But this will be a weekly thing, guys. Don't miss out. We're gonna aim for the weekends maybe when these two are out of class. But definitely check us out. Hopefully we can do like a Saturday night thing, but that's not definitive yet. We have yet to decide that.
We'll check the schedule for SportsCenter so we can compete with them. So
definitely. We definitely want you guys to have to watch us instead of them. So this will be a weekly thing though. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Any updates in the sports world since we started? Because I know it's been a while now.
I don't know what time.
It's been a few hours. Has anything
It's been
happened?
about an hour. Something's had to have happened. Let me just go on my sources here. Kind of like watching around here with my sources. But let's see.
We'll have a more definitive time.
Oh, there is one story. So I'll bring up my version first. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but yesterday I got a haircut and trimmed up the beard a little bit. And the reason why I bring this up is because Paul George shaved his beard today. I don't know if you guys saw. Did anybody see that?
Really?
Yeah.
All the way off?
Shaved his beard all the way off. Kept the goatee. So both of us kind of lost the beard of sorts. So
Hey,
so
he's a new player. He's a new player now. He's gonna play differently.
New player. It's gonna be worse.
Oh man, is that him?
Yeah, that's him. He kept the goatee. Yeah.
I don't know if I like that.
I don't know if I like it either. Definitely doesn't look as good as the beard.
Quick rating 1 to 10. Paul George.
Negative 7. But yeah. So well, that's about it, right? There's no other topics you guys want to talk about. No Notre Dame football topics. We never talked about Notre Dame football and college football.
I mean, you got Urban Meyer. Oh, there was a video that this Ohio State player made that's going to be like, those fake 30 for 30 trailers.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet, but we could watch it right now, actually. But it's something about scoring touchdowns. Like
big guys?
like when defensive tackles or like offensive linemen score and they love it, because they never score.
I think, guys, what are some things that are going on right now we could really talk? Our game plan is really already finished out. We're going to talk about Johnny Manziel.
NFL preseason football.
Who won yesterday? The Bears or the Ravens
The
win?
Ravens won by 1.
Did you guys see how the Bears immediately had 3 turnovers to start the game or something like that?
It was like Chase Daniels threw a pick, RG3
Yeah.
threw a pick, and then they fumbled.
Yeah,
It was
it was
weird.
crazy. Not much going on though, guys. So thanks for tuning in. What is
No,
this?
I'm not talking about the WNBA.
The WNBA. You know who's really, really looking good? The Las Vegas
Sparks.
Sparks.
So,
It's the Aces.
Oh, you know what? I'm so sorry. The Las Vegas Aces.
It's not a joke, guys.
So what we meant to talk about earlier, and I forgot to talk about.
This was actually going to be our first topic.
Yeah, we totally blanked on this, like I did the Pelicans and Spurs. So we are going to do we're going to do we're going to do a recap of the NBA Summer League. All right. So Andrew and I went to that, and I totally forgot to put this on our Google Doc sheet when we bring up all of our subjects. My bad, guys. But just so you guys can get some feedback, you guys already probably read your articles on BR, wherever it was, about expectations, results from Summer League, who looked good, who didn't. And basically, we're going to just dish out some hot takes from that.
Okay.
So, number 1, Dragon Buster. Okay, so I don't want to be watching Uralski right now or anything like that, right? But every single year, we sit basically on soccer teams. It's very interesting, right? And this year in particular, we were watching the Phoenix Suns play, and I love to make nicknames for guys who are trash.
If you can somehow fit the word bust into their name, even if it's really bad, then it's good.
Yeah, it sounds great. So then, I've never been the biggest fan of Dragon Bender ever.
He sucks.
Ever. Even when he got drafted number 4, inexplicably, no reason why, did not make sense. They said it was Porzingis, like that. That was a horrible comparison. But either way, not the biggest fan. We were watching him, and I ever so kindly, as I always do, if you know me, said Dragon Bender, more like Dragon Buster, because he's a bust. And we had a good laugh out of it. We got a good laugh out of it, Andrew, and then we had this guy Pat with us, who will be joining the show eventually at some point. We have no clue when.
He's leaving New Jersey today.
Yeah, well, he'll join us from the call.
No,
But Pat's a great guy. He'll eventually join the Cal's call. But either way, we all got a good laugh out of it, right? And in front of us were some Phoenix Suns scouts.
Right, just
And
some scouts, yeah.
yeah, some scouts with the Phoenix Suns. And later, like about I'd say 10, 15 minutes later, we hear one of them talk to the other. He said, "Yeah, I heard they might start calling."
No,
it
he
draft."
gets up. They
Yeah.
get up from his seat that was like 10 feet in front of
Yeah.
us, walks back to a guy like really close to us and whispers something and laughs. And then another guy comes up and says, "Oh, what are you guys talking about?" And then we just hear, da-da-da-da-da, Dragon Buster.
Which I felt
Totally
disrespected because I should have
stole his joke.
Exactly. I don't know why they do this, guys. I don't know. Whatever it is, I'm a good nicknamer. They stole my joke. I felt disrespected.
Buster.
Anyway, whoever that was on the Phoenix Suns scouting team, I don't appreciate you.
Call in the show. Let's
Call
settle
in.
this right
Let's
now.
talk about it. It's a funny joke, but at least give credit where credit's due. You should have at least taken my card or something. But not as far along in his development as I thought he was going to be, especially offensively. Still does not use his knees for his free throws. A big storyline.
big thing.
A big storyline in 2017.
Use your knees.
If you know, so Andrew knows. I'm a big believer in using your
Urban
knees when you
knows.
shoot free throws. When you shoot free throws, right? In 2017, when we were watching the summer league, you wouldn't believe how many of these young players do not use their knees to shoot free throws
And miss.
miss the free throws as a result. So what I would kindly do is I would,
Remind them.
remind them, use your
Loudly.
knees when you shoot free throws. And the best part about that was
They can 100% hear you.
Every time I yelled, use your knees, they would use their knees and make the free throw.
Statistically, every time.
Statistically, every time. Statistics back me up. Now, why I'm not a free throw whisperer and hired by NBA teams is beyond me. I don't know. But it works.
He's no
It's effective.
whisperer.
And if you are ever in doubt and you're frustrated because your team's missing free throws, definitely go on Twitter, tell your team's front office, hire Joe Calmore. I'm a free throw whisperer. If you have free throw problems, I can fix them. You want to know why Blake Griffin got better free throws when he lived in LA? It's because I was driving out to LA every other week teaching him how to shoot free throws. That's what it was. But anyway, I can shoot free throws. The only one I'm never going to teach is Lonzo because I hate the Lakers, but we've already gone over that.
What about this? What about Marvin Bagley?
Marvin Busley III was the worst. He
started strong.
I don't want to say.
And then he just got humiliated.
Yeah.
And
Against
guess who
Aiden.
was on the sideline? Mutombo. No.
This personally makes me want to throw up and hurl because it's disgusting. But the only other person to do worse, the only person who did worse than Dragon Bender, Marvin Busley III.
Trae Young didn't do well either.
Marvin Busley III. You
We'll
hear
talk
that,
about
Kings
Trae
fan?
Young
You
later.
got another bust. Marvin Bagley was trash. I was not impressed. Very inefficient. I don't think he's going to be that great, guys. Sorry to burst your bubble. He's like Amari Stoudemire, which is cool for the number 2 overall pick. He got good value, I guess you could say. At least he didn't. At least he's not going to bust that hard. I just don't think it was worth it. He didn't impress me at all.
Oh, we have a hot take over here.
For me, just for me. Terrell Owens skipping out in the Hall of Fame ceremony.
Oh yeah, let's go completely off topic real quick. Terrell Owens skipping out.
Yeah, I think he's
You
dumb.
like that? You
No.
like that? I don't
Do
like
you
that
like
either.
I watched. I don't know why.
Call in.
I was-
Call in. Can I call in? Yeah, somebody else that can call in.
Sure,
Yeah,
definitely call in.
Yeah, definitely call in. Yeah, Terrell Owens.
I have no idea.
I don't want to say it's disrespectful.
Just
you
say
know,
it.
But it's kind of disrespectful.
No.
The Hall of Fame let you in, man. These are the best players ever play. It's great.
He skipped
Oh,
it?
perfect. Yeah,
that-
no, he's not
Does
going.
that mean he's still in?
He's still getting into the Hall of Fame.
He's
I
getting
think there's a
in.
phone number for us to call if we want to add him in.
She said you to call her.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
We don't want to say it out loud.
It's alright. Hold on.
Yeah. I don't.
Oh yeah,
I-
give the number again. Give the number again.
Okay.
Oh God. What is it?
Put your phone number. 951-333-7608. Guys, call in. We'll take as many calls as we can get.
God,
Whoever
this
wants
is
to talk about
hilarious.
sports, it's a fun show. It's a live show. We got some free time tonight. We're all yours. We're here for your entertainment, guys. We wouldn't be here without your support.
To entertain you.
Yeah, we wouldn't be here without you guys. So thank you guys. Thank you very much for supporting. So we're here to answer any questions you guys have, talk any topics you guys want to talk. But while we're still on it, so Terrell Owens.
Want me to go?
Yeah.
Okay, so I watched. I don't know why I was watching preseason football.
I
That was
don't know
my
why
first
either.
mistake. But anyways,
Really born
Tony
by it.
Dungy joined into the booth and he was like, "Hey," they asked him, "What do you think about it?" He's like, "I'm really upset at it because for me, I have a lot of good memories for my family, my friends, my high school teammates and stuff." He's like, "And on top of it, I didn't really know many people in my class, and we had developed a very good bond. I think it's like something that everyone has to go to.
It is cool, and it's cool to have your own class. So
Funny. All right.
that's actually I am. Thank
We
you.
do.
Thank you.
It's August 3rd.
Thank you. I love thank you. That I'm surprised by that too. Why we all three have a Friday night by ourselves. But it happens.
We're spending it tonight with you.
But yeah, we are so dedicated to entertaining you guys that we've given up our free time to do the show because it's fun for us. We love to do it, and we know you guys enjoy it. So yeah, if anybody wants to call in, definitely call in. It's a great opportunity. You'll be our first call in. We'll celebrate you. We won't forget it. You'll be able to say you were on a podcast tonight. So if you guys want to talk about topics, here's my take though on Terrell Owens. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Oh, I put that wrong number
sorry.
bad. Hold on.
He put the wrong number. But anyway, about Terrell Owens.
Yeah.
I think it's disrespectful, man. It's the Hall of Fame.
It's the
you
Hall of
go.
Fame.
If the Hall of Fame inducts you, you go. You don't say sorry. Especially because the thing is, I get it. I'd be a little butthurt if I was TO2. It took him 3 years to get in, right? 3 years?
Two.
All right. Anyway, he should have been first ballot.
Wait, actually-
he wasn't. Get over yourself, man.
Is that
Just
what
get
the issue is
inducted.
about?
Yeah. The whole point was the Hall of Fame left Terrell Owens out for his first 2 years of eligibility because of his reputation of being a diva, his antics, and because of that,
That's
he
hilarious.
was a little hurt. So when they did let him in, he's like, no,
He
I'm
showed
cool.
those
I'm
diva
cool.
antics.
Exactly. He kind of just fed into the exact perception that kept him out of the Hall of Fame for the first 2 years. I think it was a good, classy move by the Hall of Fame to let him in, but he just, choosing not to go.
He could have just woken
it.
up late.
He yeah.
Tweeted hashtag enough said 15 minutes ago.
I wonder if he was watching, but
He is probably watching right now.
yeah. But the thing about it,
Call in, Tio.
yeah,
we
Tio,
got
if
you.
you're watching, call in. But
He'd go
yeah,
off on us.
Tio, I don't agree
Oh,
with
he
it.
wouldn't go off on us. Call it.
I don't agree. I don't agree with him at all. I think he should have went. I think I get it. I do think it is cool that he's going to that one college to celebrate it there. I forget the name of it.
Tennessee, Chattanooga.
Here we
Yes.
go. We got a
Alrighty,
call.
so we got a caller.
First
First caller
caller.
ever. All right, let's get this on there. All right. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hey, welcome to Cow's Call, man.
What show?
Yeah. How's it going?
Oh, so honored to be on.
Yeah. Oh, what's your name?
Vanessa?
Vanessa.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Awesome.
Hey, Vanessa. How's
All
it
right.
going?
So, any topics you want to talk about in particular? Any questions?
Yeah. I'm wondering if you can talk about steroids.
Steroids?
Steroids.
Here, wait.
Sorry.
Let's
kind
get
of
the
break
better
it up
audio.
on us. Yeah.
You are clearly our first caller.
Sorry.
Can you say it one more time?
What? Can you talk about steroids in the women's box?
Steroids in women's basketball?
Oh, dude.
No. I think it was steroids in women's basketball. Vanessa.
They're gonna hang up.
I'm sorry. My connection.
We'll fix it
My
up and
connection
you can call
dropped
in
the call.
again.
My connection dropped the call.
Especially on a Sunday night.
Okay, got a call. We got a caller, guys. Got the next caller. All
was
right.
just saying,
Welcome to Cal's Call. Who's this on the phone?
Hello?
Oh, hello. Welcome in.
What's your name?
Oh.
Hi, it's Roman. It's Roman calling in from Temecula. How are you guys?
Oh,
Okay, welcome in. Hey, we got our first caller. Alrighty. Well, our second caller.
Calling in from Temecula. How are you guys?
Good. How about you, Roman? How about you?
We're good. Well, I have some questions for you guys.
Yeah, great.
Shoot him our way.
NBA, so.
Yeah, perfect. What are some questions?
All right. Well, I'd actually like to know what are your guys' views on the current New Look Lakers?
The new look Lakers. All right, this is a good topic. So, Mickey and I have talked about this before in other podcasts. I think they're gonna do okay. I see them as like a fifth seed, a fourth seed. I don't really like how the talent meshes on that team. LeBron's obviously going to carry them to a pretty high record, maybe even to the conference finals. I'm a big believer that they're not going to have the greatest regular season, but that they might pull a conference finals appearance out of them. So yeah, that's my take on them. I don't really like how they fit really well. They don't have that great of shooters on the team. They're really mainly
Who do you
just-
have starting?
I have Lonzo Ball, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, LeBron James, Well, it's
LeBron's a
potent-
4.
Yeah, you can put LeBron at the 4 and put Brandon Ingram at the 3, and then at the 5 you're gonna be looking at a.
Javel.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
Alabama
Probably.
Mookie.
I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna fit, guys. It's gonna be a really weird, clunky lineup. But yeah, it's down to a 4 or 5 seed. I don't see them being top 3 team. Maybe. I mean, I see them making the conference finals, but I just don't see them having the greatest regular season. What about you, Mickey?
That's interesting.
I agree, everything.
That's actually very interesting because I was actually looking through the NBA site earlier today.
Yeah.
And I noticed a bunch of ESPN writers tweeted. Actually, one of them actually tweeted out the current. If they were to go to the playoffs today.
Yeah.
And the Lakers were actually not in playoff contention under his ranking.
Oh.
Do you picture the Lakers not making the playoffs at all this year?
I could not picture that. I could not picture any roster that LeBron James and
Can't even
again,
make the playoffs?
LeBron James. If LeBron James is on your roster, you're making the playoffs. The only time you have. Think about this, guys.
The Lakers aren't that bad to
The-
add LeBron James
exactly.
and not make the playoffs.
The only team that LeBron's ever been on and not made the playoffs was his rookie season. That's the last time LeBron missed the playoffs. There's no way LeBron misses the playoffs.
They're
we're
better
not
than
phased.
Portland.
Yeah,
They're better than
they're
Portland.
better
I
than-
think
they're better
they
than-
had Portland going in the playoffs. I think I know what you're talking about. They had Portland in. They're better than Portland. I even think they had Minnesota in. I think they're better than
They're
Minnesota.
better. They're better than Minnesota. They're better than Portland. They're better than the Thunder. They're better than the Pelicans. They're better than I don't know. They're better than the Spurs. So yeah.
We're not phased.
Interesting. Well, I hope you guys are doing well. I do enjoy Cal and everything.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, man.
Hey, can we ask how your experience has been on the website and just reading our articles and stuff?
Yeah. How's reading the articles been for you? You read any?
Yeah, I actually did read the ranking system that you guys put out for football.
Oh,
I
nice.
really like that one.
Yeah. Nice. Well, thanks for following the site and being a fan.
We have a question.
All right,
Roman,
we have a lot of other callers to get to, so we might have to cut you off early. Sorry, Roman.
But if you want to call back, thanks for calling in though. Thank you for watching Cal's Call. We appreciate it. With that, feel free to call back any other day or any other time.
Have a nice day, guys. Have a
You
nice
too. You too.
Hey, love you, man.
We have a question. How many wins will the Lakers get?
How many wins will the Lakers get? Good question. I'm gonna say 50.
50?
50. 45 to 50 wins. That's gonna be my prediction. That'd be my prediction right there. Is 45 to 50 wins. I don't see them winning anything less than 45, and I don't see them winning anything more than 50. So 45 to 50. That's gonna be my guess. What about you?
42?
Wow, that's precise.
That is very precise, isn't it?
Oh, we have another caller. All right, let's hear
Hello?
Hi, is this Joe?
Yeah, I mean, this is Cal's Call.
it.
You
What
want
if
to
this is
Cal's
just
Call?
like his normal call? Like someone's like, all right, go ahead.
Hey, what's your name, man? Thomas?
Connor.
Oh, no, it's Thomas.
Okay.
All right. Got any questions for us, Thomas?
Yeah, one sec.
Okay. All right. So. All right. Perfect. Well,
You should have a screener in this.
wait, was that so? How many wins? So you said 42. What about you, Andrew? What
off.
would you think?
You know what? I think they go 50 plus.
50 plus.
50 plus?
That's pretty bold.
No, I think the Lakers do really well with this team.
Okay. That's interesting. That's interesting.
Don't ask me to back it up, but yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Don't ask me
Any
to
other
back it
questions from you guys? Just leave them in the comments. Feel free to call me. Now, if you are from Virginia, I am not answering the phone because we've had a lot of callers from Virginia already, and your guys' self-service is not that great. So, let's see. You realize that 48 wins gets you the 8th seed in the Western Conference. No, you were wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hot take here. 48 wins does not. There are so many good teams. How do you expect to win 48 games? There's not enough wins to be added. The only people who are going to the realization that you have to have this many wins, 50 wins to get into the playoffs in the West. That's not possible. There are so many good teams. There's no way you win that many games. It's going to be close. I see teams making the 8th seed in the mid 40s, low 40s, like barely 40 mark, because that's how much talent is in the Western Conference. You're not going to dominate, and here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing
All the losses are going to be
liter-
soaked up to the bottom
literally
half of the Eastern
The
Conference.
number 2.
He said look at the past season.
So we got a call. We got a caller coming in. Let's see after this.
God.
Hello. Hello.
You're on Cal's call.
Oh, hang up. All right, perfect. Well,
We got
anyway,
a little bit of
from
jitters there.
The number 2.
Don't be shy, guys. We're
from-
just like you.
From the number 2 to the number 11 spot in the Western Conference, that is wide open, guys. Wide open. So that's why I don't see teams just running away with 48 wins when the other
Yeah.
team's trailing behind.
5 seed for the New York Lakers.
Yeah, that's starting to get more realistic.
Yeah, see, that's exactly what we've been saying. The 4th or 5 seed is perfect. Is a perfect prediction
Exactly what
for
we
the
said,
Lakers.
4th or 5 seed.
I don't. Oh, also, because you guys are watching this now, I just want to let you know. 2 days ago, I predicted that Michigan was going to beat Ohio State. It was not on our live stream, so if you guys didn't hear that, I want you to know I predicted it, and I predicted it before the Urban Meyer story came out. So just on the record, Joseph Callamore predicted Michigan to beat Ohio State before all of this. So when they beat Ohio State, I want the props. And I don't want any of the downfall.
And
of
also,
saying that
I'm
it's
looking up
gonna
the
be
stats from last season for the guy who talked about the 48 wins.
Yeah.
Wizards, 8
No,
seed.
they're in the.
Exactly what he said.
Is that what he said?
That's exactly what he
Said
said.
8, though.
So I understand that you think like
Wait.
you need at least 48 wins to be the Western Conference 8 seed. But if you look at it, the difference between this year and last year was
Clippers aren't good.
the 11th seed, the Lakers, only had 35 wins, right? That's not going to happen this year. Whoever's in the 11th seed is going to have like 40. So that already takes off 5 wins from the 8th seed or whoever else. That's going to lower somebody else's win
I
total.
don't think that's how it works.
If you're looking at the
Okay.
12 seed, the Grizzlies. Okay, here's my thing though, right? The Suns and the Kings, they're still going to be trash. The Clippers are still going to be trash, right? They're not going to get that many wins. But between the Grizzlies, the Mavericks, the Lakers, and the Nuggets, they're going to take away enough wins from everybody else to where it's more evened out. And teams have lower standings,
Grizzlies.
lower rank. Yeah, I think the Grizzlies are going to win some games this year.
Did we say Trailblazers going to the playoffs?
No, we haven't missed.
No way.
Oh, so
Ah.
they're out.
So I get they were the number 3 seed, but that doesn't mean anything to me at all. It really does not. But sorry, the Portland. You went from the number 3 seed, which was a really, we're gonna call it that was a BS number 3 seed. You guys got the number 3 seed off one extra win other than everybody else. Like
Yeah,
it's not a true
Tight-
number 3.
tight
Yeah, very
competition.
tight competition there. I hope you are right.
Who's rookie of the year?
Who's rookie of the year? Luka
Luka
Doncic.
Doncic.
Calling it now. Luka Doncic, EuroLeague MVP to NBA Rookie of the Year to NBA
Aiton.
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 All right, hold up. What if Luka Doncic gets hurt? Who's your rookie of the year?
Aiton.
If Luka Doncic gets hurt,
Second choice.
second choice.
I said Aiton.
Interesting. Very interesting. I think Ayton has a good shot.
Aiton's winning it. Aiton's most dominant
Ayton's
player.
not winning it. Luka Doncic is going to win it. Because the thing about it is this, right? Last year, it's going to suck. I'm going to tell you guys right now, as a fan of NBA rookies, I love it. I love watching rookies and young guys play. It's more exciting than seeing these
Colin
Sexton? Sexton?
Colin Sexton.
Sorry, bud. Don't no.
Bamba?
I don't see it. Bamba, no. You know what?
Trey Young.
Okay, so here would be my prediction.
Bomba might.
I see this as the final rankings when it's all said and done. Last year, and what I was going to say real quick is this. Last year, we saw Tatum, Ben Simmons, and Donovan Mitchell be the top 3 contenders for Rookie of the Year. All 3 of those guys were on playoff teams. The top rookies this year are not going to be on playoff teams. The only one, Luka Doncic, is going to win the award. Why? Because now I believe the NBA is favoring rookies who play on a winning team and carry winning records
on
rather
Dallas.
than tank and
He's on
get
Dallas.
efficient. Yeah.
13 seed.
Nah, all right, whatever. I think the Mavericks are going to be a lot.
Aiton's on the Suns.
The Mavericks are better than the Suns.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, the Mavericks are better than the Suns. There's nothing you can do. Fight me on it. Try to change my mind. I'm going to do a change my mind stance. Change my mind. The Mavericks are better than the Suns.
That'd be
But yeah, I don't see that happening. The Mavericks are better than the Suns. Luka Doncic is win board. I see it like this: Doncic,
No,
Ayton,
they're not better.
Doncic, Ayton, Bamba. I was
Okay.
very impressed with Bamba in Las Vegas.
What about
Sexton 4th.
who's the guy from Miami?
But Sexton's gonna be very. Oh, also, we didn't finish the summer
Lonnie,
league part.
Wait, what
What
about
about
Lonnie
Lonnie?
Walk?
Can you
What
give
about
me a
Lonnie
second? We didn't get to finish our summer league piece, but we had this conversation on the way out to Las Vegas, and I'm calling it now. I've called it earlier, and it was before Summer League ever started, so I don't want to hear anything like, oh, you're just
I'm just
bandwagoning.
saying, if it happened, Cal called it.
I did call it. There's a reason why I call this Cal's call, and it's because I call a lot of things. I said Lonnie Walker would be the best steal coming out of this year's draft. He is the Donovan Mitchell of this year's draft. San Antonio, if they're going to make the playoffs this year, are going to rely a lot on Lonnie Walker and his rookie capabilities. Him under Greg Popovich is a match made in heaven. Lonnie Walker's game has so much potential to it, it just needs to be unlocked by the right coach. He's going to do a lot better in the NBA than he did in college,
Right.
and his game just transitions very well. I have him as a very dark horse rookie of the year. If you guys would have let me finish my power rankings for my rookies, it went Doncic, Ayton, Bamba, Sexton, and fifth would be Lonnie Walker. This guy is very good. The Spurs are trying to win now, and I think that Popovich will recognize he needs to utilize Lonnie Walker to get those wins. Lonnie Walker is a very capable talent. I think in 5 years we'll be talking to him about a bubble. Like, I don't ever know if he'll be a dominant, like, oh, he's for sure an all-star, but he'll be on the edge, just kind of like Devin Booker is right now. I think he'll be right there.
Jackson Jr.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be good. It's going to take a couple years for Jaren Jackson. I think by his third year in the league, he'll be pretty dominant. I think it's going to take 1 or 2 more years, though. Keep in mind, this guy's only 18 years old. No, he just turned 19. He's only 19 years old, guys. He is Mickey's age, older than Mickey, barely older than Mickey, a year younger than us two. The guy's really young. Give him some time, he's going to be very good. Another guy.
What about Wendell Carter?
Wendell Carter. Wendell Carter is going to be a solid post player. I see this guy as like a 10-plus year NBA veteran who comes off the bench, starts. He can start, but he's like a very super six-man-ish role, if you could say, as a six-man off the bench. But he's a very good defender. He's a capable scorer. He's going to be a very good power forward in the NBA. I like him as center as well, but he's going to be a very, very good power forward. Reminds me a lot of Al Horford. And again, this guy's he does role player things. He plays like a role player, stats of a role player, but plays like a star. That's kind of what Wendell Carter is going to be like during his career. Another guy, and I'm not just saying it,
You don't even know.
I forgot his name.
Devontae
Miles Bridges. I'm telling you guys,
He's good.
The Hornets finally got a pick right, and I don't want to hype him up too much because if I'm going to be completely honest, I was crying on the way to Laughlin, Nevada this summer, and I was in the same car as Mickey, and we're driving out to the lake, and when I saw us pass up on Michael Porter Jr., it broke my heart. And then,
That is not taken.
not only did we not take Michael Porter Jr., we traded away Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for a pick later for 2 first-rounders and got Miles Bridges. I like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's a good player. I would have actually personally rather had him than Bridges, but I think Bridges is going to be very well. He's going to do very well in Charlotte.
If you guys
Sean
want
Marion
any
is-
more in-depth commentary on the Charlotte Hornets, just let us know.
Please,
message
please.
us, call us, just give us any incentive to talk about the
Who
Hornets.
cares about the Hornets?
No one cares about him, but I can talk about it for days. We also got a very good pick out of that. Devontae Graham, number 34 overall pick.
Is he
very
healthy?
nice guy. He's not healthy. He hurt his knee. They haven't even disclosed what his knee injury is. He just hurt it.
All right, nobody's viewing anymore.
But yeah.
Oh, never mind.
That's my dad. Who cares?
So,
One, two. There's one other person.
yeah. So, yeah. Any other topics? Some other hot takes for just so people can see it later on. Some other hot takes for summer league. Trae Young, not that great.
Yeah, sucked.
Not impressed by the guy at all. I've never been the biggest Trae Young fan. I'm very surprised he went number 4 overall. Saw him more as a number 8 guy like Colin Sexton. Personally, by the end of their careers, I think it's going to be very close. I think Sexton's going to have Sexton will have a better prime if he ever hits his potential. You know what I'm saying? If Trae Young hits his potential, his prime's pretty dang good. But overall,
Yeah, I think
as
he's
a
gonna
career,
have a lot of growing pains getting into the league.
Yeah,
but
it's gonna take a while.
He's a good player.
But
he'll find a
Colin
spot.
Sexton's gonna have a better career overall. He's gonna hit the gates running. He's gonna have a great career. Eric
yeah.
Bledsoe type player, not a star, but not a high end starter.
Trae Young was sitting in on the JBL. Was it JBL? The
Yeah.
LeVar Ball League.
Yeah.
He was watching in those games, so that's good.
That's so stupid.
Yeah. So some other topics from summer league.
Oh, what's the hope of LiAngelo Ball?
Oh man, you know what's funny? I was going to talk about Big Baller Brand in this podcast.
Lonzo bust.
I've talked about this
Podcast
before.
ever.
I'm a very big fan of the Big Baller Brand. I love those guys. I think it's the best thing to happen to basketball in a long time. LeVar Ball
Is your spirit animal.
He is. He is. If I was gonna have to compare my personality to anybody in sports, it'd be LeVar Ball. Not the bad side of him, but like just the loud side of him. We're very comparable in that way. He's a big baller. I'm a big baller. Nothing else to say really. Great brand in itself. Love to work for them. That'd be a great company.
But
to
can
work
Jello
for.
ever like
Jello
finesse
is
his
not
way to the
going to
league?
make an NBA roster
Can he
unless
Oh, here we go.
Lonzo Ball turns into a full-fledged superstar. If Lonzo Ball turns into a full-fledged, like, all-star starter, all-NBA guard, the Lakers have no choice but to sign LiAngelo Ball. Do you know why?
Why?
Because if
then Melo?
if Lonzo Ball, an all-star and an all-NBA player, if he goes into free agency later on in his career and is like, you know, why stay with LA if I can go to this team and they'll sign my brother? Then the Lakers are kind of stuck. Because now you have an all-NBA player you actually want to keep around, but he only wants to stay if the brothers are signed.
Okay,
And-
but here's the thing though. LeBron James said that he's going to stay in the league until his kid is with him, right?
Yeah.
So you got LeBron James in the league for what, another like 7 years? What's his
Four. His
kid's
son will be in 4. So about
seven.
5,
Seven.
6,
He's
yeah.
he's in 7th grade, right?
That
His
is
son's in
an
eighth
so
grade.
4 more years.
4 years,
5 or
and
5.
then
Well,
one.
high school rules could be changed by then. So
Oh,
4 years.
right. Okay, so you got a few years with LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he stays at the Lakers? And if he does, then do you think Lonzo could ever get to the status where he's that valuable that he could leverage that to get
I think
Jello
he
in
can.
there?
Again, I'm not a Lakers fan, but I'm a Lonzo Ball and I'm a Big Baller Brand fan. I think he can get to that superstar status. He's very
To be that level of good, or have to be better?
no. He'd have to be that level of good because
Okay.
Kyrie with LeBron is pretty damn good. So he'd have to be at least that good. I think
That's a lot. That's asking a lot.
it is asking a lot. Kyrie Irving is an amazing talent. One of the top, I'd say top 10, top 15 point guards of all time already.
Yeah.
He's that good. So Lonzo has a lot of hype to, produce to. But I think he can do it. I really do. I don't think, if I had to honestly guess, I don't think he's going to be there in 4 years. I think even if he does really well with LeBron James, I think he's a better trade chip for the Lakers than an actual player.
What about
I really do.
What about Melo? Think Melo has a better
LaMelo?
shot?
Oh, here's my take that not a lot of people agree with. LaMelo Ball's a great basketball player. He can make the NBA.
Yeah, he
if
could.
he had nothing to do with the Ball family, LaMelo Ball would be talked about as one of the top prospects of his class. He already is, and he is associated with the Big Baller Brand.
Right.
If he wasn't associated with the Big Baller, we're talking about the #1 overall point guard, great skills. Now, if you've seen Ball in the family, his personality is a turn off. He's a brat. He's a kid, but he's a kid.
brat.
You know, you can't really blame him.
But he's still like okay.
Phenomenal talent.
How old is he?
phenomenal talent.
17.
Yeah, I think 17.
Okay,
He
but
still acts like a
the
baby.
thing about LaMelo is now he's in the JBL
Uh-huh.
with this crazy new kind of basketball where the points are like 180 points a game.
Yeah.
Everything is inflated.
Yeah.
Scouts can't trust his judge for how well he's doing. And is he gonna go? He doesn't go to college, right? Not in this system.
No, he doesn't go to college, and
So he's just gonna play against subpar players.
No, I think the best route for LaMelo Ball is for him to stay in the JBL for another year, which would be his high school
senior
year,
Mm-hmm.
right? So he
yeah,
finishes out.
yeah.
He finishes out his last year of high school, quote unquote, in the JBL, and then if the rule is not changed by then, which I don't think it will be for the high school players enter the NBA draft, I think he should go to Europe.
Yeah.
The reason why,
Wow.
okay, LiAngelo Ball actually struggled more
He's 16.
in where was it?
It starts with an L.
Yeah, it does. Lithuania.
Lithuania. So LiAngelo surprisingly struggled more in Lithuania than LaMelo did. LaMelo didn't do too bad at 16. Didn't do too bad.
I'm just watching
So I think
Jello play, and it's just like kind of cringy
It's
the
just
way
not. He's not an NBA player.
He's
The
got
only-
a big body.
His only way to get to the NBA is
just
through Lonzo.
stocky.
But I swear to you guys, if LaMelo goes to Europe for his college year and plays out there, he will dominate and he will get drafted. Not in the first round, But in the second round, you heard it here first at Cal's Call. He's a good player.
You think he's better than Lonzo?
No.
Right now, like right now when Lonzo was right now, do you think he's better than Lonzo?
Yeah, I think he is. I think so. I remember being in 8th grade and freshman in high school, going and watching Lonzo Ball when he was a freshman at Chino Hills.
Lonzo won an NBA?
He was the same class as us.
Oh yeah. Huh.
So we went. I went with my dad and we watched Stanley Johnson at Mater Dei versus Lonzo Ball of Chino Hills. Lonzo Ball, this family was sitting right in front of us, and I remember them mentioning this. Just a random stranger. My dad was telling me about the Ball family because I didn't know about them at the time. He's like, yeah, Lonzo, he has a little brother named LiAngelo. He's about to go to Chino Hills. He's about to like run the league. And then we didn't know about LaMelo, but this guy in front of us says, well, they have a little brother named LaMelo, and he's by far the most talented of the three. And ever since then, it's always stuck in my mind that growing up, LaMelo's always been considered the most talented. So if everybody thinks Lonzo's talented, trust me, LaMelo is just as, if not more talented. He just needs a chance to prove himself, and he's not going to get that chance because of his now father. He's losing the opportunity to show himself, but I'm telling you, the talent's there. If I'm a team in the 2019 or 2020 NBA draft, whichever one it is, I think it's 2020 NBA draft.
Let me see. He was.
I think it's 2020.
Yeah.
For him?
So if I'm an NBA team in the 2020 NBA draft,
maybe.
whichever one it is, if I'm an NBA team, I'm taking LaMelo Ball in the second round. It's worth the risk, guys. He's a very talented basketball player, and you never know. Maybe he ends up becoming something. And I think it'd be one heck of a story to see LaMelo Ball play against Lonzo Ball in the
That'd
NBA.
be pretty cool.
Because LiAngelo's sure not making it. And I think, I always used to make this joke, Andrew and my other friend Zach. LeVar Ball said last year, Lonzo's going to make the league. LaMelo's going to make the league. I don't know about LiAngelo. His own father never knew if he was going to make the league. So he's not making the league, guys. He's not. Sorry. He'll play in the D League or something. Maybe. But
He's a lot.
yeah, LiAngelo's not going to make the league. It would take a lot. It would take a lot of pure superstardom out of Lonzo for LiAngelo to get there.
No.
But this is all going to be safe, so people can watch it later.
Right.
But yeah,
I
think
we should clip this up.
yeah, we're definitely going to clip this up. But
It's 2 hours of video.
let's just cut it. Let's cut it now.
Why don't we just go 10 more minutes? Just
What is
seal
there to
it
talk
off
about?
for 2 hours.
There's nothing to talk about. We talked about it.
All right, a word from our sponsor. Who's our
Oh
sponsor
yes,
today?
and I want to put this at the end of the video just so we can cut this. Let's all take a moment of silence real quick because I need to do a little advertisement, and I'm going to talk to you guys and tell us about our music producer, who I've been meaning to shout him out, and we're gonna. So I want you guys to be quiet. We're gonna music provided by Jay Swavey. This guy's up and coming music producer out here in Riverside, California.
Beautiful Riverside, California.
Beautiful Riverside, California. So shout out to Jay Swavey.
It's a great name.
Out here. Yeah, I know.
Is that his actual name or is that his like
His
name?
actual name.
That's
Jay Swavey.
That's just his producer name.
Oh, okay, for sure.
Makes some great music. So thanks for the music, guy. Thanks a lot. Yeah. So for episode 4 of Cal's Call, we're gonna sign out. I'm Joseph Callamore.
I'm Mickey Floyd.
And I'm Andrew Hicks.
All right. See you guys next time.
For all the latest and breaking news, podcasts, and live streams, make sure to check out Cal's Call on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Periscope.